What's up, crypto gang? Welcome back to another episode of Hack Crypto, where we hack cryptocurrency and blockchain education. If you guys are brand new here, we do a small little giveaway at the beginning of every single episode, and today's winner is Sir Slender. Thanks so much for commenting on the previous video. I just sent you some crypto. If you guys want to win, like this video, smash the like button right now. Don't forget to be subscribed and comment something about the video that I'm about to go through. And on today's episode, I'm going to be going over the top 5 exchanges where you can go and buy different crypto collectibles. Now, I've done a whole series on crypto collectibles in the past, but I have gotten hundreds of comments, dozens of DMs from you guys asking for where you can go and buy these collectibles directly. So I've divided this into a couple different categories. The first couple exchanges are relatively big, and they also include different networks. And then there are some bonus ones that I want to talk about that are very niche, focused on specific networks. And the 800-pound gorilla exchange that a lot of people know because I did the series here on the channel with them directly, which is OpenC. Definitely the biggest exchange right now for crypto collectibles, and they've got tons of categories on there. Link will be below to all of these that I'm going to be going over, and you can sign up pretty easily and test it out. But they cover Ethereum and a lot of different networks on there. They've been experimenting with different tokens and things like that to accept as payment, including Whale, the kind of well-known crypto community that built out this huge portfolio of NFT art and then created a token on top of it to kind of back it, which I found pretty interesting from an anonymous figure. So they are accepting that and a bunch of different currencies on OpenC, and it's worth checking out because they have all of the top artists on there, and they're doing a pretty incredible job of growing the community. Next up, we have Rarible, which is a marketplace that actually created a token that is a governance token that if you hold it and you help support, these different transactions taking place on the platform, you're able to actually make some passive income in a way. So they do quite a bit of volume actually with the Rari token, which is impressive. And there was a lot of controversy that broke out in the NFT community. I want to say before Christmas time of 2020, a lot of people were saying that there was people abusing the Rari token, and it was just this whole back and forth about it. I'm not going to get into that right now, that drama. But ultimately, Rari is a great marketplace from my experience. There has been some issues with like fraudulent artwork on there, like people publishing other people's artwork. Ultimately, they are a really clean and well-designed marketplace. I think that you can figure things out as you go, as long as your emphasis on design and creating a good community is there. You have good intentions, and I think Rari does have good intentions. This Rari token, that's a governance token, is a clever idea to really incentivize people to hold it and help facilitate, transactions on the platform. And they are doing multiple networks. As far as I'm concerned, they are focused on ETH right now with collectibles on ETH, but they are definitely the number 2, in my opinion, to OpenC, because they are, developing a lot of cutting edge things. Like this governance token is really cool, but they are running into some issues with people abusing it and people abusing the fraud aspect of selling art on Rarible. All in all, very good platform, definitely worth checking out, just like OpenC and all the ones that I'm going to mention. After OpenC and Rarible, we have Nifty Gateway. Now this one is a little bit of a different platform. They do these really high profile drops with artists like Beeple and some of these really big name artists that are doing crypto art, and they launch an exclusive run on Nifty Gateway, and it is a frenzy. I was on there and got my hands on a tribute piece of artwork a while back, and was really pretty impressed at the platform itself, how easy it was. You can use USD to get on there and do your purchase as long as you're fast enough to get on there and do the purchase. But people are literally relisting these assets and flipping them for 3x, 4x within an hour or so of the drop going live. So just like resellers stand in line for sneakers, this is the same concept. You get them at a certain price and then price it at a premium to flip it. So they are technically a marketplace, but ultimately I see them as a place where these big drops happen, and they have cultivated a pretty good community so far. They're owned by Gemini, the Winklevoss twins. Their exchange are really doing a good job of pumping that whole project and the space. I think that they've really done a lot of innovative things with Nifty Gateway and getting projects out there and getting artists out there. And I think, similarly to the founders of Nifty Gateway, I think that it's really great to see artists getting rich off these drops. I think that's really fun to watch, these people that create amazing art and they're able to monetize really quickly, like selling out millions of dollars worth is really incredible to watch in real time. You can see it happening right there on the platform, but they are number 3 in my opinion. First you have OpenC, then you have Rarible, and then you have Nifty Gateway. All different, of course, these 3 very focused on ETH based projects, and now with gas being through the roof, I'll be curious to see how side chains and different things like Matic Network work to help reduce those gas fees. But ultimately those 3 in my opinion are really focusing on ETH and doing a pretty good job of cultivating a community around them. Next up, we have Atomic Hub. This was created by Pink Network. I've had the pleasure of working with them on Grow Your Base, and they are really doing a good job of building out the Wax exchange. Now, Wax is a network where they're very focused on collectibles, and if not the premier network aside from ETH, they're really, really easy to use. You can go on there and seamlessly create a Wax Cloud wallet and get set up on there in a matter of seconds, and then you can start buying and selling all these different trading cards. You can go on there and see what's going on in real time under the sales category. You can see it pretty much scrolling. I worked with Blockchain Heroes with Joel and Travis when they were launching with Grow Your Base, and we kind of helped them with a promotion. It was like an exclusive Grow Your Base NFT that we pushed through our community and their community, and it was a lot of fun to watch how the Wax community really came together around Atomic Hub. Ultimately for Wax, that is your go-to, and it's really, really cool just because they're hyper-focused on Wax specifically. And I think that these individual networks creating these different exchanges is really exciting to watch, because you have different artists, you have different projects going to these different networks to publish on, and now you have exchanges, so you give them some liquidity. Next up, we have NFT Showroom, which is the Hive based exchange. Once all the chaos happened with Justin Sun trying to acquire it and like forcing exchanges to help in the transition from him acquiring Steam, everybody moved to Hive because it was a community run project, beautifully executed by the community. And I know that Splinterlands has been a really big driver, aggroed there, who I've spoken to in person in New York City at NFT NYC, and we've worked with on Grow Your Base. And he has been a really good pioneer in not only building out things for Steam once upon a time, but now he's building out like a lot of really cool stuff for Hive. So NFT Showroom is like an exchange on there that's focused on NFTs that are built on the Hive blockchain. So it's definitely worth checking out. A lot of really cool artists going on there, and it's kind of in its infancy still. It's only a few months old, but it is exciting to see that community really rallying around artists, very similar to how Wax is working. Wax is partnering with like Topps and some of these big name collectible companies to roll that out on chain, whereas Hive is very focused on the individual artists, getting them out there, and I think that that's really cool to watch. So definitely check out NFT Showroom. It is newer, and Hive is, its own beast. I really love the community there. A lot of you guys have actually been watching the videos and DMing me, and I love you guys very much. The Hive community is near and dear to me. So that is it for the 5 top exchanges where you can go and get crypto collectibles. We have OpenC as number 1. We have Rarible as number 2. We have Nifty Gateway as number 3. And then into the specific niches, Wax, we have the Atomic Hub. And then we have for Hive, NFT Showroom. And then a bonus here that I wanted to drop on everybody is Niftex. Now at Grow Your Base, we have worked with them a lot in the past, but Niftex is doing something really unique here where they are fractionalizing or sharding each NFT. So Axie Infinity, a very well-known game in the NFT space. I've had the pleasure of meeting the team, or a couple people from the team in New York at NFT NYC. And what's happening is people are listing assets on there, including Grow Your Base. We've listed a couple big bundles of assets, and it fractionalizes them so you can own pieces of that bundle. And they're called shards, and there is like a shard market cap now where you can see the market cap of these individual shards. So somebody that's really popular could go on there with one piece of crypto art, shard it out, and people can buy a fraction of that piece of artwork. So really cool concept. Niftex is relatively new this past year, and definitely worth checking out. So I will be leaving the link once again to all of these 6 projects below, so you guys can go and check them out, play around with them. Niftex is, relatively early in their process, so it's a little bit rough around the edges, but great team, and they are going to roll out cleaner design, and they're working hard on it. But once again, these are all really fantastic projects. Recommend checking them all out, figuring out which one works for you, and definitely also check out Grow Your Base. Of course, that is the project that I am a co-founder of, and we are focusing on allowing people to get NFTs automatically. So you just subscribe and you get NFTs right to your wallet. You don't have to go through any hurdles like a MetaMask or anything like that. That is it for this episode. I hope you guys like it. If you like it, slap a like. It really helps the channel. Don't forget to be subscribed, and don't forget to comment about this video, and I will see you on the next episode of Hack Crypto.